We're gonna make a squirrel today, a tea squirrel. So, oh, I didn't bring my brown paint over, but, so what we're gonna do for your child's squirrel project, I gave you a cutout of a squirrel from tag board, and a brown marker, and some cotton balls, and some tea bags. So the first thing you're going to do, this is a two-step project, a fun thing you can do with your child, and then you can see how they turn out overnight, is to make the tea and steep the cotton balls in the tea to turn them brown. Can you kind of zoom in, Soren, so they can see how these are brown, the light brown. They're not white anymore. So what you're going to need is to use a regular size mug and steep the tea in hot water till it cools, and then pour it in something shallow so that it'll go long. I can't talk. That'll be spread out. The water be spread out, so then you can take your about two handfuls, and put it in there, and then there'll be enough tea for all of them to soak overnight. And then you're going to want to kind of squeeze out any extra water, but the pigment from the tea should remain. And then let these dry, and then you've got these cool cotton balls to put on your squirrel tail. But in the meantime, you can also use a tea bag to make the fur of the squirrel. So I would recommend, if you don't have any brown paint, have your child use that brown marker to color the whole squirrel. Then you have them put some glue on a container, and like this, make a puddle of it, and then use a brush to brush on the glue. Because if they did this, then the tea is only going to stick where they did their little swirls, and it kind of makes it look like a strange squirrel. To make it look more like fur, you want to get some glue just kind of all over the body of the squirrel. And then you just rip open the tea bag for your child, and you give it to them upwards, and you tell them to just sprinkle it all over the wet glue. And then it sticks, and it looks like it's fur. The little tea bits look like the brown fur on the squirrel. And then when these are dry, I would save your tea for just the body part, because you don't need it over here, because then you're going to attach with glue these brown cotton balls and make a cool squirrel tail. And then if you want to finish it off with a nose and an eye, buttons work well. Coffee beans are cool too, for both an eye and a nose. I don't have any right now because we have a French press and we don't have any whole coffee beans anymore. But if you guys have some, those work well. So it makes a cool squirrel picture with two different kinds of tea. You soak the cotton balls in tea, and then the tea for the fur. And then another cool way to use up some of your tea bags and also a cotton ball is to cut out a bunny. I didn't give you a bunny, and I recommend if you do a bunny out of tag board, it makes it look it's easier to cut out, and it looks more like a bunny if you do it like a bunny that's running like this. But the same thing, they can color it brown, put some glue on, and sprinkle some tea on there for the bunny fur, and then take a white cotton ball. This is a brown one, but just take a regular old cotton ball, and there you go. They've got a bunny tail. And then you've got two cute little spring animals for your child to do. All right, thanks. Bye.